Hello guys, welcome back to another video. Now you've joined me with a 2021 BMW X1. Now in this video I'm going to be going over some of the hidden features that you can expect to find in this car. Let's get into it. Okay then, so let's get into things. And the first set of hidden features that I want to talk about is to do with the key fob itself. Now of course you can do the usual things like lock the car, you can unlock the car, you can open the trunk with this button here at the bottom. You just have to go ahead and hold that down. As you can see, the trunk has raised up. Now if you want to close it, you just have to hold it down again. Until it has fully closed. Now, what are some of the cool features that we can do with this key fob then? So, with the car unlocked, if we go ahead and hold down the unlock button even further, so let's hold it down right now, we should start to notice the windows roll down. Now, if we do have a sunroof, which as we can see we do not have a sunroof in this case, if you continue to hold this unlock button down, the sunroof will open as well. Now you may be asking, well, what's the point in doing this? Now obviously if it is a hot day and you've just came back to your car, you want to get some nice cool air in there. It's a good way, as you walk into the car, just hold down the unlock button, all the windows will roll down. Like I said, if you have a sunroof, that will pop open as well. You get some nice fresh air in there, and yes, it's a quick way to cool your car down before the AC starts to kick in. Now it can work the other way as well. Let's say for example you have all your windows down, or you even have just one window down, and you are walking away from your car and you just notice, oh, I've left a window open. You haven't got to go in your car, put the ignition on and use the physical switch. You can actually roll the windows back up with this key fob as well. So like we held down the unlock button to open the windows, if we go ahead and hold down the lock button, obviously the car will lock. Continue holding it and the windows will roll back up, and like I said, if you have a sunroof, that will close as well. Now if you have power fold mirrors, then you can also code them to fold in and fold out with this key fob as well. Now how it works is, if you are to hold in your lock button and you do have power fold mirrors, like I said, they will fold in as well, and then press unlock and they will fold out. So if you do have power fold mirrors, it's a cool feature to have that coded to your key fob. Now then, another feature that you may not be aware of is the fact that this is not just a key fob. We do in fact have a physical blade in here. So if we take a look on the side here, we have a small button that we can press. If we press that in, we should be able to slide the key blade out itself, and there we go, a physical key blade. Now you may be wondering, well, why do we need this for? You know, the car is keyless, we don't need a key blade in an ignition barrel. But let's say for example your key fob, the battery goes flat. With a physical key blade, we can still get into the car itself to, you know, charge the battery, whatever we need to do. Now if we have a look on the driver's door, we take a look underneath, there is in fact a slot for this, and all we need to do, insert it, rotate it clockwise, and we can unlock the door. Likewise, we can obviously lock it as well. Okay then, so let's say for example the battery is completely dead, so we can't use the trunk unlock button. What we need to do is head into the car, release the hood, lift this up, and then we can gain access to the terminals right here. So we have a positive, and then we also have a negative point on this ground right there. We just need to apply a jumper pack or a battery charger on there, and then we should have access to the trunk then. The next hidden feature then is something that has actually been a feature in BMWs for quite some time now, but still some people are not aware of this feature. Now this is how to put the windscreen wipers into the service position. So all we need to do is turn on the ignition, turn it back off again, and then hold the wipers in the up position, And as we can see, the wipers will move once and then they will hold in that upright position, and it makes it so much easier to replace the wipers then. You can just fold them out and you have much better access on the one side there. The next feature then isn't really hidden, but it's still something that people are not aware of. So if we go into the iDrive system, now this is to do with the door locks, by the way. So if we're going to the iDrive system, if we go to My Vehicle and then we go to Vehicle Settings, and now as we can see here, doors/key, if we go in here, now this is where we can alter the settings for the door lock. So let's say, for example, you want the doors to automatically lock when you pull away. Now I believe they will lock as you go over 15 miles per hour, but this can be coded. You can code it into any speed pretty much. So if you want them to automatically lock when you pull away, which I would say is a good idea, it's a good safety feature, then you would enable this setting right here. Let's say, for example, you want your doors to unlock at the end of a journey. Now I assume this is at the end of a journey that you have inputted into the maps. I guess you would go ahead and click unlock at end of journey. Flash for lock/unlock. I don't see why you'd ever turn this off. This is basically when your hazard lights would flash, you know, all together to let you know that your car has locked or unlocked. You don't need to physically go around and make sure that all of the pins are down on the doors. As long as you can see that your hazards has flashed, you can see that your car has locked or, you know, unlocked. So yeah, if you are wondering why your car is automatically locking or why it is not locking when you're pulling away, for example, just go into this setting and, you know, configure this exactly how you want it. Another feature then, and I am going to say this is a hidden feature because very few people are aware of this feature, especially on these newer BMWs. Now this is the secret menu. Now as you probably know, there is no temperature gauge on this car. So if we go ahead and turn the ignition on, we can see, of course, we have no temperature gauge. We have one for the fuel, we have a, you know, one for the revs, one for the speed and whatever else, but there is no coolant temperature gauge. Now you can see this in the secret menu. Now this feature has been around for some time, but the process does vary slightly from model to model. Now how to access the secret menu in this car, what you need to do is hold down this trip reset button right here, and you will see the service info pop up. As you can see, engine oil, reset possible. Continue holding it until we get to this stage. Now then, to scroll through these menus, you just need to press this trip reset button. Again, we can do, say, a system test, which should test the clusters. Start system test. Yes. As we can see, the cluster is now being tested. Some lovely bright colors there. This is just a good way to ensure that all of your, you know, lights are working on your LCD display. We'll just go out of that. Now then, we can see we have quite a few numbers missing in this menu. It just goes from 5 straight to 9, then to 10. Now if we go to identification, and then if we go to VIN, now if we add up the last 5 digits, so 8 plus 8 is 16, plus 9 is 25, plus 8 is 33, plus 9 is 42. Now then, 42, that is our magic number in our case. Obviously, it's going to depend completely on what the last 5 digits of your VIN is, but you just need to add up those numbers right there, and then we can back out of here, hold this down for a couple of seconds, there we are, and then if we go to unlock, hold this down, and it's asking us for a code. So if we just keep pressing this button right here until we get to our magic number, which, like I said, is 42, can see the lock is on at the moment. Hold that down, and as we can see, we do have a bunch more options now. The main one, like I said, that we are interested in is the temperature. So let's go into there. We can see temp, raw data, I believe that is the outside temperature. But coolant temperature, that is the most important one that we are interested in. Like I said, we don't have a coolant temperature gauge, so we can see the coolant temp here. Oil temp, that's another important one as well. 57 degrees. And yeah, that's got to be the outside temperature. So yeah, I'm not too concerned with that. We can see the outside temperature anyway. But yeah, coolant temperature and oil temperature, that is the main reason, in my opinion, why you would want to go into this secret menu. Now, if you do want to see these temperatures while the engine is running, you do need to go ahead and start the car straight away. You know, if you go ahead and turn the ignition off, you will lose this menu. You'll have to go through the entire process once again. So if you want to see your oil temp or your coolant temp, just go ahead, start the engine, and you should be able to see those numbers rising. Another hidden feature on this car then is to do with the headlights. Now I'm talking about the welcome lights feature. So if we go ahead and unlock this car, we can see that the headlights have not illuminated. But if we go inside and switch the headlights into the on position, or it can be in the auto position as long as it is dark outside. We can unlock the car now, and as we can see, the headlights have illuminated, and I think this looks so good. Now, this is a handy feature, especially at night time, to help you find your car. Another feature then on this car is to do with the seats. Now I'm talking about the rear seats in particular. So you can actually fold down each individual rear seat. It's not just a 60-40 split. Any of the 3 rear seats you can go ahead and fold down. Now there is possibly 2 ways that you have to do it. Now in our case, we just have these manual pull cords here. So we go ahead and pull this. So we can see the seat drops down. We'll go ahead and do the other side as well. Again, the seat drops down, and we'll pull the middle one. Again, the seat drops down. Now to lift them back up, just simply lift them and it should pop into position. Now if you do not have those pull cords to fold down the rear seats, then you may actually have a switch to do so. There may be one located around here and around here. You just have to pull each side, and then one side you'll pull twice to fold down the middle seat. The final hidden feature then is to do with the iDrive system. Now this is, I think, is pretty useful. It is to do with the quick access menu button. So let's say, for example, you want to save a particular menu. Let's say, for example, we want to save navigation and we want to save the map. So all we need to do is go ahead and hold down whichever one of these 8 buttons we want to save as the quick menu. So let's say number 1. All we need to do is hold down number 1, and as we can see, that has changed to map. So when we press number 1, we'll just go straight to the maps now. Now let's go for another menu. Let's say in my vehicle, let's say vehicle settings, and let's say doors/key. Now if we want to save the entire door/key menu, we just need to hold down whichever button we need, whichever button we want to save, and we'll just hold this down now, and there we go. Doors/key has been saved into the quick access menu. Now of course you can also save radio stations onto here as well. So we'll just go into some radio stations. Let's put Kiss. Let's say we want to save that to number 3. Of course, just hold down number 3. And as we can see, that has saved right there. Now let's just go through them again. Let's go to number 1. As we can see, that is the maps. Let's go to number 2. That is the doors/key menu. And number 3 As we can see, that is the KISS radio station. So yeah, a nice little handy feature there if you want to, you know, access any menus, you know, in a quick fashion. That's something that you can do. Maybe you want to access, you know, a few menus on a regular basis. Just save them into here, and you know, you can do them at a touch of a button, quite literally. Now, if you want to see which menus you have saved into these buttons, you literally just need to scroll your finger across, and you can see at the top there, these are touch sensitive buttons. You don't need to press them down fully, you can just sort of scroll across there and it will display right at the top. Okay then, so there we go, that is all of the hidden features on the BMW X1. Hopefully this video has been helpful. Hopefully you all have enjoyed it. Please give it a like, leave a comment down below, subscribe if you have not already done so, and I will see you all in that next one. Peace!